My name is Tanner Reese, and this is my digital story. This digital story contains images of sports-related injuries, broken bones, scars, and small amounts of blood. Everyone struggles in life. Some struggle more than others. This particular struggle is vigorous in the culture of college athletes. However, it is either overlooked or not known to be such a big issue by those outside the athletic community. What I'm talking about is having to hide injuries and play through the pain. Ever since I was 11, I've been playing lacrosse, starting at midfield and then years later becoming a goalie. I found that being a goalie is what I was made to do. Besides chronic knee pain from going up too fast as a kid, I was pretty lucky with staying healthy all the way through high school, besides a broken thumb my senior year. I became a top recruit in the state of Texas and set state records. I was blessed to be recruited by over 75 colleges and got a full ride to a school not too far from home. My freshman year at St. Gregory's University was insane. I was on the field 98% of the season since our backup goalie was expelled. I gained national attention for my play, earning the title of All-American, 2 consecutive Player of the Week awards, and was first team All-Conference. I set 3 NAIA records that have yet to be broken to this day. Sounds like the best time of my life, right? Well, not exactly. That's only what people thought. But if they knew the injuries I had to hide, they'd think I was in hell. And at the time, I probably would have agreed with them. The third game of the season, I took a shot to my thumb going over 100 miles per hour, breaking it in 2 places. I knew I should have gotten a cast, but since I was the only goalie, I couldn't let my team down and ruin the season. So I had to tape it up and wear a splint every day for 3 months. Not once did I go on injury reserve or miss a practice, and almost every day I would get hit in the thumb. I couldn't escape the pain. My 5th game was a road game against Tarleton State University. We get off the bus to see one of the worst lacrosse fields I've ever seen in my life. In the middle of the first quarter, I was running for a clear, and I stepped in a deep hole that made my knee twist in the opposite direction of my foot. After being looked at by the athletic trainers, they told me I might have injured my ACL. They were right because I had a partial tear in my left ACL, but I continued to play through the pain. Sounds rough, doesn't it? Well, it's about to get worse. Our 12th game of the year, we play the number 5 team in the nation, Ottawa University. Right before halftime, I get an opportunity to deliver a big hit, so I go for it. At this moment, I gave him a concussion and nearly started a bench clearing brawl. However, I didn't escape the hit injury-free either. I was sent to the box while the refs were ruling if I should be removed from the game, although my hit was completely legal. I noticed sharp pains in my hand, so I took my gloves off to see this. But what I was more concerned about was getting back on the field. Luckily, I was able to, but what I found out after the game is that I re-broke my right thumb, and I had damaged my CMC joint and hairline fractured my left thumb. With 7 games left, I decided to finish the season, despite the constant agony I was in. A common culture all athletes share is to sacrifice for your team and do whatever it takes to win, so I knew I couldn't quit. That summer, I was recruited by the number 1 team in the nation, Missouri Valley College, and committed shortly after. I survived the preseason with only a pulled hamstring, so I figured I finally had luck on my side. Boy, was I wrong. 2 days before the first game of the year, I went to make a save where I had a jump similar to this picture. When I jumped, my left kneecap slid out of place, and then I felt the worst pain of my life. After trying to play through it, figuring it was just a patella sublocks, I ended up not being able to walk or stand. After being carried off to the sideline, I rolled up my sweats to see my knee so swollen it looked like my thigh and calf connected. Everyone's face froze. Come to find out, I tore the rest of my ACL, my entire MCL, and a partial tear in my PCL and patella tendon, forcing me to end my season, drive back to Texas, and have a total knee reconstruction surgery days after. The 6-hour surgery is one of the most severe knee surgeries you can get. It left me with a foot-long scar, 2 screws, 4 months of not being able to walk, and 8 months of recovery time. I was told there was a 10% chance of me being able to play again. And after 87 physical therapy sessions and 260 days since my surgery, I was told that my knee is stronger than ever and I could play again. So I reached out to a few teams and received an offer from the number 3 team in the nation, Indiana Tech in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I just moved into my new apartment and start practice in a week and classes the following week. I've been through the hardest 2 years of my life. But if I was given a chance to do it over, I would in a heartbeat. Because that's what an athlete does. You get knocked down, and then you get right back up. But I did learn something from these last 2 years. That it didn't matter if I was healthy or injured. I was still making memories that will last me a lifetime and met amazing people. Thank you for watching.